Welcome back to the Gorlitz High Performance Garage channel. Hey everybody, I'm just doing a short little video. Got the old Chevy truck here, the C20 going, and it's nighttime. I got retarded dogs barking all around me because people gotta have 9 million fucking dogs at their house. So anyway, show you this. Got my fuel cell finished up here. Got it all bolted in, and it looks kind of crude. Looks, it's not professional at all, but it works. Works quite nice. My half-ass breather works okay. I had to plug that side off because you don't really need one. And I don't have a return line, so you don't need that one either. But what I did here is I went to a Napa that's close to me, and they make hydraulic hoses. And these fuel cells have hydraulic type thread fittings on them. And I didn't know any of that. So what I did was I got a hydraulic fitting. Plus I had to drill 9 million holes in the fucking bed there to get the hose to get out through. But I got some half-ass shit holding this hose steady. And because I have wood braces in here, it was real easy to drill some holes through these pieces of wood so I can hold all this stuff in. And I put some thread tape on this stuff, and this fuel cell clearly isn't big enough for this truck, but seeing how it's going to be going to the drag strip in the future a good bit, as soon as I can get some other things done to it, I'm going to put a spool in the rear end so it'll be posi traction all the time. And I'm going to get some other tires. I'm going to get one set of 15-inch wheels that are 8 lug for this thing. And then for the front, I'll have to get a set of 16-inch 8 lug wheels for the front, because of the disc brake caliper. You have to have 16-inch on the front. You got to, because a 15 will not fit. They do make the 15-inch in 8 lug, but because the drums are small on the back, we can fit those 15-inch wheels on there. So, or I don't know. It's hard to say what I'll do. Maybe I'll just leave those bastards on the front there. But I'm going to get bigger tires for it. But I'll have the other ones to mount slicks on. So I got a set of slicks back here. I got one Hoosier and I got one Mickey Thompson. The Mickey Thompson's an ET drag, and the Hoosier's just regular drag. But they're the same size. So, yeah, this right here will have a taller tire on the back. I'm going to put a 275, either 275 60 15 or a 295 50 15 on the back. Whichever I can fit. I'm going to try and get the widest wheels I can get for on the back. I'm going to try to get a 15 by 12. But if I can't get that, I know I can get a 15 by 10. So that's what we're going to do. And now it's unfortunately fall, and I could have my 2 little infrared heaters in here to try and keep this fucking place warm. And maybe before the weekend's out, I may do a cold start on the Chevelle here again. Because it hasn't been started for about 2 months. And plus the transmission's coming out of her. So I'm still waiting on a fella to make a deal with these transmissions I found. So that's what we're going to do. Hopefully they'll pan out for me, and we'll have us some two transmissions to rely on. But they're Pontiac transmissions. Well, the one's an Olds, and the other's a Cadillac. And they have this bolt pattern, this Pontiac pattern. I get this adapter plate out of off Evil Bay. And it's just a plate. It's got hardware with it. And I don't know. I guess I'll figure out. There's no instructions with it. I'm guessing I'll figure this shit out along the way. I guess. But whatever. We'll figure it out along the way, and we'll see what the hell happens here. But that's something for another day, because I don't have the transmissions. Still waiting for the guy to either call me back, or I'm going to have to call him or something. I have to do something here to get this going, because I want my Chevelle back in running shape here for in the spring. God, I hate fall. I hate winter. So I've been driving this truck quite a bit since it got cooler out. The heater does work remarkably well. Can't believe how good it works. Works really nice. I took it up to town. Let me see. I took it to town Monday evening after work. I took it to town Thursday evening after work. And that little 13-gallon fuel cell right there, this old truck sucks that gas down. When I kick them secondaries in, this son of a bitch gets yards per gallon. It don't get miles per gallon, it gets yards. Got some very low rears in this rear end. I'm probably going to lean towards 456 because it is just wound tight. And I still haven't figured out why my tachometer is not registering. I forgot to look under the hood to see if the wire was plugged into the distributor, and to see if maybe it's broke somewhere. Because I don't see anything else being bad. I don't know if it's got a inline fuse in it. If it does, I'm going to check it out. Get up under the dash there. Plus, I got to remove the gas tank, the old one. That's going to be a pain in the dick. What disappoints me is I bought a new damn gasket for this neck, because the original one was all fucked up. They had painted it. I got this one, and I was like, oh man, look, I got it. It was cheap. I put it on. Now, gas tank ain't worth the fuck. So, here we are. So, I like my tin sign I put on there. I think that's pretty cool. But me and a friend of mine, we were talking, and trying to get this damn thing open. Oh, there we go. Damn, that's rough on the fingernails. Anyway, this is off like an 80s model or 70 to 80s model pickup, and it's got those trucks had the saddle gas tanks that are on the outside of the frame, and this has the neck for the saddle tank on it, and I'm not using it. But what's funny is I have that hole, this hole, and the fuel cell. So it's like, if somebody wants to steal my gas, they're thinking, where is the gas? Really? Where's it at? Is it in the fuel cell? Is it in here? Or is it over here? And me and a friend of mine were talking, we were thinking about putting something in there that would, like, when you open that door, something spring-loaded that would, like, jump out. I told him, I said, like one of them big fake spiders. Jump out there as soon as they open the door and scare the shit out of them. That would scare the shit out of you, wouldn't it? But then I had another guy suggest I put a big black rubber dick in there and flies out and hits them whenever they open it. I was like, I don't believe. So, But it's nice and tight there. It works nice. But whatever. I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to keep it there for originality purposes. Just let it go on that nice fucking paint run down it. And my burning from the buffing pad. The burn marks. Well, I'm not worried about it. Gives it character. But when I pull this gas tank out, there's going to be a hole here. So I'll just get another license plate. I'm pretty sure that's all metal in there. Not going to quote me on that, I hope, because there could be some mud in there. I don't know. Looks pretty good to me, but could be, well, I don't think it's like the other side. The other side's even bent. It's even bent out a bit. This little truck here took a beating in its day. And also I figured out, if any of you are looking to put aluminum steering wheels in your stuff, just that little bit of driving I've done with this truck, it's there's like I don't know if there's a coating on that steering wheel or what that is, but my hands are filthier than hell after I'm done driving this thing. And I don't want to get rid of the steering wheel, even though it makes my hands dirty. I don't want to do that. But I don't know. Maybe there's something I can do with it to get it to stop that. Maybe I can wrap it with something. I don't know. But then it's got these little nubs on the back. And you know, use them to grab a hold of it, because after you have it, like the oils in your skin, like break down the aluminum. There's like some kind of dirty ass shit that comes off of that motherfucker all over your hands. And I thought only steel did that, but apparently aluminum does that too. So, yeah, what can you do? Not a whole hell of a lot. So, and I did put a headlight. I did replace the passenger headlight in this thing, but then I discovered that the passenger side headlight was good. And the reason I say that is because I put the new one in, bolted it all in, turned them on, I hit the dimmer switch, and both front lights went out like they had burnout elements. Now, the chances are that brand new halogen headlight having a burnt element out in it is about 1,000,000,000 to fucking 1. So I'm going to go ahead and say that the dimmer switch is bad, because this one has it on the floor. It ain't like these new cars with it on the column. But, you know, you wouldn't think that anybody knew where it is these days, because people don't like to dim their lights anymore. They just don't know how to. There's something going on there. Something fucked up. They either don't know how to dim their goddamn lights, or they're just too fucking lazy to, because, you know, it's such a hard thing to do, and people don't use their turn signals either, because, you know, you gotta, oh my God, that hurt me. That hurt me to do. Oh God, oh my hand. Come on. Right. You fucking pussies. But anyhow, I figured I'd do a video on the fuel cell, and I never hooked the wires up. You can see the wires dangling off of it. There's a wire coming off this gauge, and I'm guessing the ground is off somewhere for this fucking fuel gauge, because it's reading extremely full, and I know it's not full at all. The fuel cell isn't even full right now, because I took it for a nice drive today, and it, like I said, it sucks a fair amount of fuel. If I would have to drive this truck to work every day, I would probably have to fuel this thing every other day. That's how bad it is. I told them guys I work with down there that I would take it down to the job one day so they could all look at it. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. Because with these little 50 series tires on this thing, it rides so rough. But boy, it corners really nice. There's like no body roll. There's like zero body roll on this thing. I can take it around turns, and I start to fly out of my seat. I start sliding out of my seat going around turns with it. So it don't corner like a Corvette, but you get the picture. So, and my garbaged up workbench. Get some of this stuff out of here, Oops. Ooh. Everything's spring loaded here. Just throw that stuff down there. But yeah, maybe some tin signs too. I'm not sure where I'm going to put those at yet. I got 2 of those. So, all right, everybody. That's all I got for you. Other than that, everything's basically the same around here. Just I got a lot further with that truck. I could have did this 10 years ago, this truck. And I was so concerned with the Chevelle, I didn't bother with it. And I bought other vehicles, left this thing sit. But, 10 years ago, I didn't have those fenders or any ideas to... I was scrambling my brain back then to see what I could do with this thing. I was looking for a fleet side bed to start with. I was looking for an 8-foot fleet side bed, and the originals don't hardly exist anymore. But LMC and Brothers Trucks, and there's a couple other places, Auto Metal Direct, they make the whole bed for these trucks, but they're like $2,000, $2,500 for a bed. Now, like the 6-foot one, it's a little cheaper, but it is the most sought after, so they're like on back order with those beds. That's the last I heard. I mean, they could be out of that back order by now, but you don't really know. But anyway, we'll leave you with a shot of my heavy Chevy. And all my blue kerosene jugs, haul gas in the one. Anyhow, here you go, everybody. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Jot a comment down. Let me know what you think of my channel. Whether you hate it, whether you like it. If there's something you want to see, let me know. I will try. I will try to make something happen. So, everybody have a good one. And I'll see y'all here next time.